So today, I thought I'd do something a little different. Well, not really different. I think I'm going to try to do like a weekly shop chat. While the weather's chilly, we'll have the fire going. Just sit around and talk a little bit. But today, I'm going to pack some bearings. I'm going to try to get my truck brakes together on it. So I have some bearings I need to pack, and I thought I'd take you along, show you my way of packing bearings.
You gonna get it?
Bring on this channel some how-tos. Hey, I don't know everything. I do know some stuff that have been taught from my dad, my grandfather, my uncles. One of them is packing bearings. Figured I'd bring you along and show you how I pack bearings. Now, if you got a different way to do it, a note in the comments. I'm open for new suggestions. I've said this before. Whatever makes things easier. Because if we spend less time doing something, we can focus on something else. So this is my version of packing bearings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load up some grease. And I normally would do this with rubber gloves on, but unfortunately the box I had kind of dry rot, and every time I tried to pull one on, it just pop off into pieces. So I put a ball of it in my hand like this. I take the bearing. You got the larger end of it. So what I'm doing is I just slide it along and I pack the grease in it. Till you start seeing it come out the actual bearing or the top of the bearing. I went and cleaned the majority of the old grease out of it. See, like that? Right there. I went and cleaned the majority of the old grease out because it was broken down. So this will probably take a lot of grease to pack this bearing. But I'm just sliding it in. Who knows, this might do my hand some good. I'm not looking to be a YouTube star. I want to be able, if I can help somebody, help them. Now I got 4 more to do. That's how I pack bearings. You pack them till the grease comes through the top and out through the sides of the bearings, and this bearing's packed and ready to be installed. Now, how do I shut the camera off? Let me go clean my hands up. Now, I want to talk a little bit about fixing stuff. I grew up in the city of Chicago, but I had a father that came off the farm in Alabama. I mean, directly off the farm. We used to, when I was younger, we'd go and spend 4 to 6 weeks down there on the farm, and it wasn't really a vacation. I enjoyed it, though, but you worked. They had hogs, they had chickens, they had cows. They had a really big garden. My grandmother canned and the whole deal. And that's kind of what stuck with me. I really enjoyed being down there. My dad, he wants nothing to do with it. He won't even let us wear overalls as children growing up, because he kept saying that's all he had to wear. He had 2 pairs and he had to make them last, and that's all he had to wear, and we're not allowed to wear them. He doesn't want anything to do with a farm. He doesn't want to have anything to do with growing anything anymore. Animals, nothing to do with animals. And I get that, and that's because he probably had a different life with it. It was harder back then. That's why he came up to Chicago for employment, and he ended up becoming a Chicago policeman. He worked in factories for a little while, and back in the 60s they did a huge hiring of Chicago police. So he was able to get on. Provided a really good life for us, and I got no complaints, and yeah, but I really missed that aspect of the family life when we used to go down to the farm. When my grandmother and grandfather both passed away, it was never really the same anymore. And my grandmother on my mom's side, they preserved a lot of food and the way they cooked, because they came out through hard times, and you had to survive during the hard times. And it's kind of a lost art. Even like doing mechanical work or fixing stuff. You know, back my grandfather, you didn't buy anything new. You fixed it. You made it work. You worked it till you couldn't work it anymore, and that's just becoming a lost way of doing things now. We drive older vehicles to keep a car payment out of our life, which has been good for us because we have our goal, and it's really helped us get there. But I'm fortunate because I can do the majority of the repairs on the vehicles. Everything we drive and own is under a 2000 model car. You know, my van's got almost 300,000 miles on it. Melissa drives an older van, and we have a little Volkswagen that she likes that I've been working on and off. But the plan is this truck here, I'm going to use it for the property if and when we do purchase it. I'm hoping to get a foreclosure where I can go in and I can gut the space. But I won't be able to leave anything there. I'm fearful of losing everything to thieves. And it seems like it's happening more and more. You know, even here, we used to be able to leave our cars unlocked on the driveway. You know, we lock our doors. It's not that it's unsafe. It's just better to be more aware of your situation than to have a situation. But that's what this truck's for. I have a small enclosed trailer that I'm going to set up as a workshop, and this will pull it back and forth to the property. Trying to be within about an hour, very most an hour and a half away from Chicago area. So it's going to end us up in Indiana because no way are we staying in Illinois. And that's where we've been looking. It's pretty remote and out there. And to me, that I want to make sure that the infrastructure is good. I don't really care about walls, interior trim, and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that the foundation's good, the roof is decent. You know, I could do a roof. I just don't want to get into doing any joists or any water damage that's been caused over years of not having the roof covered. I'd like to see if it has a decent well and a septic system on the property. Both of those two. Wells can be very expensive. I'd like, if we get it at the right price, then I can go in, gut it out, lay it out the way we want it, the way Melissa talks about it. One big kitchen, 2 bedrooms. One for guests, one ours. Right now, when everybody comes out to the house, we all gather in the kitchen, and this kitchen isn't laid out for it, and you get 7, 8, 10 people in there, and it's crowded, and then you're trying to cook, and yeah, but it's good, you know, but that's our plan, to have an open floor plan, and hopefully we can make this happen. You know, we were thinking maybe another 2 years, but I think that this is a good possibility. It may happen sooner. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm out of coffee. I need to go get a little bit more. It's still kind of early. Melissa's got about another hour and a half before she needs to get up to get ready for work. But I'm going to clean up and head into the house. Maybe make some breakfast before she heads off to work. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the like button if you liked it. Leave me a comment or a suggestion on something. I'm going to get me some coffee. Y'all have a good day.